But when Israel is towards the end of one day, like a week, at that time the oppressions will be most intense. The Sea of Galilee will have run dry, no water. It doesn't have to become dry before you can't use the water. Once the water cannot be unpalatable. Too much salt content in the water, too much algae in the water. Then you can't drink that water. That will happen this year. That will happen this year. That is how bad the Sea of Galilee is now. Then where are they going to get water from? I mentioned this last time. It is at that time that Israel is going to build all the desalination plants. You want water? You're going to buy it. But river has ripped them dry of their money. They don't have money. Yasser Arafat doesn't understand this subject. Okay, if you want the water, you're going to have to bow down and submit to us. Then you get the water. This is Dajjal at his best. You have to submit to me and worship me instead of Allah. Meaning submit to the state of Israel. This is the oppression which is now going to be coming on the Palestinians, on the Jordan and so on. When this oppression is at its most intense, it is at that time that the Prophet ﷺ, a Muslim king or Muslim ruler would die. And then there will be disagreement concerning succession. And at that time, a man is going to come out of Medina and hurry towards Mecca. He said his name will be my name and his father's name will be my father's name. This is Sahih Muslim. He will have a broad forehead and a large nose. He's not going to be an Indonesian. Don't bother with that. He's an Arab. He's an Arab. And he's a descendant of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ through his daughter Fatima. I can tell you one thing else. He's a Sunni Muslim. He's a Sunni Muslim. If at that time when the Imam comes out and declares himself to be Imam al-Mahdi, if the Shia accept him as the Imam, then they are our brothers. But if they reject him as the Imam, then they're lost. They're lost. If you expect that the Imam who's coming out of Medina is a Shia, you're living in fairyland. You're living in fairyland. Okay? He's a well-known man. Well-known person. People of Makkah come out to him and force him to accept the bay'ah. And he accepts the bay'ah at the Kaaba. When he does that, then he is attacked by an army from Syria. As an army crosses Medina on its way to Makkah, the earth will open and swallow it. This is sign number 9 of the 10 signs. Then he is attacked by an Arab army from the Quraysh. From the Quraysh. And remember that armies are under the control of governments. When he defeats that army, now he has control of Jaziratul Arab. The Arabian heartland of Islam is liberated. The Islamic revolution has come to Arabia. This is the most dangerous of all threats to the Jewish state of Israel. An Islamic revolution in Arabia. It was at this moment that I was delivering a lecture in Manhattan, and I said, that will be goodbye to Saudi Arabia. And I didn't know that the Kuwaiti ambassador was sitting in front of me. Kuwaiti ambassador was not about this. Because goodbye to Saudi Arabia is also goodbye to Kuwait. When the Arabian Peninsula is liberated, Darul Islam is restored, it is at that time that Dajjal will now attack. He is now in a day which is like our day. And the Prophet pointed his hands 20 times to the east. Dajjal now attacks from the east. The donkey, remember the donkey? Which flies as fast as the clouds and has his ears stretched out wide. And I came on that donkey from New York. This is the donkey, fighter aircraft. Coming from Tehran, Saudi Air Force Base, US Air Force also there. And the angels divert the attack from Dajjal away from Makkah and Medina to Damascus. Imam al-Mahdi will be inside the masjid. Dajjal will be outside, followed by 70,000 Jews from Isfahan wearing their Jewish shawls. And so at that time, the state of Israel will not be controlled by the European Jews anymore. No. Now the Banu Israel Jews, they will control the state of Israel. It is at that time that the Son of Mary comes down. Comes down in front of Imam al-Mahdi. And the Imam will see exactly how John the Baptist had said, Yahya alayhi salam, so many thousand years before. Here he is. This is the Son of Mary. It's called positive identification. This is Allah's wisdom as well.
The Prophet said, when you see the black flags coming from the direction of Khurasan, go and join that army. That army has already started its march. They know it. And that's why they demonize as a terrorist anyone who supports that army. That army will liberate every single territory in a straight line until it reaches Jerusalem, said Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. At the heart of Khurasan is Afghanistan. And that's why they've occupied Afghanistan. Yes. When an army liberates every territory on its way to Jerusalem, there will be in that army Imam al-Mahdi.